Jason. We're gonna have Chip, that's doing the chase team. He's gonna run and secure the pipes from the collector to the tank. So we're gonna need a couple people, if you have carpentry skills, have used a drill, that would be probably 3 people. So Mike will volunteer with that. Anybody else wanna do?
I brought an extra cordless drill if anybody needs it.
Nice. Roland is gonna do the tank team. He connects the pipe to the chase, to the water storage tank, and installs the 5 solar loop components. And anybody want to volunteer with Roland?
Yeah, I said, I'll go wherever you need me, you know.
Same with me.
Unskilled labor right here, so, you know, if you need somebody just to carry stuff and not break it, I'll do that, but I wouldn't mind at all learning that part, so, but I'll go wherever and be happy.
Other than that,
Just discuss it with me.
Utility and
I'm the
field.
same way I am.
Okay.
I'd like to root, next one I'd like to do something
The
different.
advantage of being unskilled labor.
Right,
First 2 times we'll be doing the same thing though, right?
yes.
First 2
Yeah,
times we
yeah,
do twice.
Yeah,
Everyone-
volunteers
Twice,
volunteers can switch
So
around.
that's the thing.
Yeah, that's fine, it works for
Not
me.
the opposite.
I'm not afraid of climbing on the roof.
And, you know,
Been doing it since.
if I do something stupid, holler at me, please just don't solder me.
So we probably have 2 people that haven't volunteered yet.
Well, I'll do whatever.
If those 2 people could start putting the rack together, and that's in the garage, and we can talk to, and put the rack together, that's the first start thing. Whoever's working down below, we have hard hats, so be careful if anything's falling, we got hard hats, we'll point that out, they're out in the garage. If you're going up and down the roof, we already know about the ropes. But there should be only those 3 people up there on the roof, or 2 people.
2 right now, right?
2.
We got 1 extra harness.
Yeah.
Anything
else?
Once we start doing food, I mean, we get to the point where we do stuff.
That's what we put the harness on.
Oh, one other little thing. I'm sorry, I freely confess, I'm not good with names, so if I forget your name, don't be offended. I'm forgetting most. I have seating charts for my classes at the college, remembering, and that's right, your name is Mike. Good, that kind of thing. So please don't be offended.
I
We
think,
moved here and didn't know anybody, so
I'm
I'm
on the
still
same
learning.
page with you, so that's
Okay.
okay.
I think
I'm a face person.
whoever's working outside, by
Yeah, I
all
remember the
means,
face,
they get
yeah.
cold, they should come in, warm up. We can always switch off. If anybody, you know, the biggest thing too was safety. If you see something, say something. If it doesn't look right, you got a gut feeling. If you got a suggestion, an idea to make something safer, we do have fire extinguishers, and we're gonna put them in different locations, so whenever you're soldering and working on that,
Yeah, I have a couple.
I
You
got
got
one.
one too?
I got one too.
I left mine in the truck and I noticed there's all kinds, but if you need it,
Yeah.
it's there.
Yeah,
Every time you do some saw, make sure you got 1 hand length, right?
yeah,
We're having someone
I have one
stand
there.
back,
I
watching
have
you
2.
while they're soldering, in case you don't notice
right.
something's burning, they can like, oh, just a minute,
Yeah.
It'd be good to familiarize yourself with it before you
Yeah.
right?
start soldering, because a lot of people never really.
That's
dealt
the
with it.
biggest thing too. Everybody should be learning new skills, learning how to install a solar system for the hot water system. So more hands-on. If you don't know something, this is a chance to learn and to work on
Yeah,
things.
don't be afraid to say
Use the
so.
tools, yeah.
Say, hey, I wanna do some soldering, you know, you've never done it before, and you wanna cut pipe and someone, we have some scrap pipe too. Chip brought a couple small pieces and some fittings, so you can practice on junk. You don't have to worry about, oh, I'm afraid I'll ruin something.
Yeah.
Craig, you wanna add some more?
You seem to cover most of it. Two things. One is, I think you still have a bunch of miscellaneous pieces and parts that are in boxes.
Yeah.
Maybe good to get someone sort of sorting that out and getting used to what the pieces and parts are. I guess you have boxes and parts and they're 2 different places.
We got a table that we can set up for that.
Yeah. So you've got, that's something for someone to do. And the other thing is, once you start to the point where you're mounting the rack on the roof,
Flanges out.
you're gonna kinda want somebody dedicated up in the attic
Rest that stuff up.
to
Before we start,
monitor the lags that go through, to make sure that,
Are we going in the attic or are we moving
No.
it?
it looks like we're
Looks
going
like
on
we're going on
the,
the
Garage.
Garage.
You see the
Okay, well
rafters?
then we won't need anybody in the attic.
Nope.
well, yeah, up in the rafters of the.
Yeah, out there.
Yeah, so some, you may wanna set up sort of, once you figure out where it's gonna go, set up a good platform so someone to sit on the trusses.
Yeah,
And
there's some
just-
4x8s, 4x8 sheets up there.
Okay.
We got more station too, get it in one.
We gotta
Take a look at them,
set.
whoever, make sure they're good and solid, because we bought the house, I haven't jumped on them or anything to make sure that they're solid, but they are up there, so I mean, they're in a protected spot, they should be okay, but let's not find out the hard way.
Well, that's kind of an area I've seen that sometimes slow down. The people are up on the roof, are ready to go through, they know where their leg's gonna go through, they drive it through, and it's like, anybody in the attic? Hello? Hello? So it's good to have someone there just dedicated to, yeah, don't see it poking through the sheathing. So, other than that, you covered it.
Tim, if you have any advice on attaching, what to use to attach the, do you have a rope?
Yeah,
Obviously,
we have
okay.
300-foot ropes, at least 300.
And a way to secure them,
You
or
can tie it on anything,
chimney,
or you
or?
can tie it onto a car.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's kind of the basic way, is to tie it to the ground and run it up and over.
Yeah.
And, you're familiar with ladder hooks, that you can attach a ladder to? That's what I do a lot of staging off of, is 2 of those with long ladders and then ladder jacks with a plank across. And it's kind of nice because it gives you easier up and down on the sides, and then just a place to work when you're down below.
That way you're not
On this
walking on
roof,
shingles
yeah.
to damage them.
That's the other thing, yeah. Another thing there, in hot weather especially, is to avoid damaging the shingle, get some carpet strips, just like a 1 or a 1.5 wide by 15 feet long piece of carpet, mostly for the common places where you're walking up and down, so that you don't get the wear marks. But that's mostly a hot weather thing.
Yeah, hopefully we'll have to worry about that.
You will. Unfortunately, it's inevitable.
solar's on the south side of the house.
And as the roof guy, you'll have to deal with that.
Poor Tim's gotten heat exhaustion a few times, so.
That's the thing with solar, the good and the bad. The bad is in the summertime you're in the sun, and in the wintertime the good thing is you're in the sun.
Right.
All right, we'll move to the
Okay.
basement and take a look at where we're going to come in from the
Yeah,
garage.
and see if you can do the
Here it does its
It'll
thing
circulate
until it reaches that. And
until
then
it reaches a 9-degree difference.
oh, so is it 9 and
It
14?
turns
Okay.
off at 9, turns on.
Yeah, they could drill right into, and somebody underneath says, well, we don't see.
Well, we'll know right away, because it'll go whoop.
Right, exactly.
And what we could do is we could drill it the 46.5 where you think the rafter is for one of those holes.
Yep.
Then if we miss,
We just,
move over. But when we drill, we'll lift the shingle up and drill so we're underneath the shingle.
Great
That
idea.
way if we're in a wrong spot, we just simply fill it with silicone and put the shingle back down.
great idea.
With a plug.
Awesome.
Okay, so let's, we said 46.5 from the edge of the roof.
can get that later.
Yeah, I used to use that to get the height.
Oh, that's right, to tip the torch.
Oh, it's upstairs. I know, we'll have to bring it back.
Perfect with the light.
Huh? No, actually, I'm gonna cut this in half, put a 90 in here.
The other one finally got
Yeah,
in, so.
because they're coming in this way now.
Good job.
This way, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It does have different stuff going on, yeah.
There you go. You take that boiler drain out with the soda?
So if I put it over,
Do you need the torch?
so
Oh, I see what,
I'm
yeah.
gonna just rip this a little bit. See what,
Oh, I didn't understand it's going down.
Did I still go away, right?
I can't tell you that. It's good my way.
Let me get something here.
this wood here is ideal. Yeah. And this is the same,
I'm gonna get you the torch.
so I'll try to go as close as I can.
Close came off the other end.
There we go.
That's better. Good.
Aha. I see what tripped you.
Okay.
I'll have to remember that one. It
Yeah,
doesn't.
it's pretty slick, isn't it?
Yeah, it went through.
Actually, you won't have to sit on the solder right now. We can wait till it gets hot first.
That's
Make sure
not.
that gets heated up first.
Okay. Matt. Is Matt down here? He's the guy with the red hat.
Take a little while. There you go. Try to get these on the other side of here. Now you can do boom on the other side. Yeah, babe?
I just want to check the water
Yeah.
first.
Looks like it's good, yeah.
As the day has worn on and the beer has taken effect, we're getting more and more efficient. Things are going much quicker now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, in the box.
In the box, we're in the box.
Hang on, this isn't level.
It's not gonna be until I get it connected anyway.
Okay.
I'm just gonna make sure that we don't level here at this point. Because there can't be a lift in it.
Okay.
Just the wood doesn't always want to receive the little screw.
That
We
was,
had that on the other side.
oh, that was going to the email 90, right?
Correct.
Okay.
All right. Check it out.
I assume you want both ends cleaned up? Yeah, please.
See what he did. Talk to him, see what he wants to do with the next one. Go.
What are you doing, Roland? Tell me what you're doing.
I'm connecting this right here so we can determine how to cut the next pipe under my hand. The next one we made. I gotta figure for a pipe installation.
The road is the solar supply.
Nearest to the road is the supply.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. That's my Bob here now, so you can hang it to me if you want to get rid of it.
Isn't that interesting?
You never know.
What's that doing there?
You want the brush for the inside of that pipe, or you need a?
That's the outside first.
You need the.
On the inside? Pull hard, it'll come easy. Like that. Perfect. One right down there. I don't know what that fell. The lock washer or a regular? Lock washer directly back of you, next to the ladder. Down the ladder a little bit.
Up.
Right out. I see it. Okay. I'll tell you right now, that blue rope is way too long. If you slip, you're gonna hit the ground before it hooks up. But you have that blue rope. Yes. No, this one. You need to shorten that one up a little bit, I think. These are the bolts you're using? No, those are extras. Well, it doesn't matter. If you go ahead and put the bottom, put that one of those in. Put the spring in with it? No, there's no springs. I don't know what the hell the springs are. It goes in on the weak ends of it. Wash on each side? No, this is, no, lock washer side. Just a flat washer, then a lock washer, then a nut. Don't need a washer on the top.
Take those off now.
That's all there is to it, just that?
Yeah, put that on top. We're gonna reuse that for something
Yeah,
else.
that's
on
perfect.
that. Where's the fitting?
You want that?
Yeah, you can't take it off.
Take it off?
We got another one over here.
Roland
Right
has
here,
a
though.
lot of things, they already have the things.
You got one, Will.
Ah, that's what it is. I thought there was some kind of tube.
All right, so this is gonna be sweated on here. We take this piece apart, and there's this little piece in here. Keep track of this. There's no way you're gonna pick this up at the hardware store. These things will flex and you can try to get them around, but my recommendation is just to take them apart. Because if you try to keep them together, the other side will fall off and you'll lose it. So this collar goes on first. Then this piece goes on like this. So you have one corrugation outstanding like that. Then this slides up. Then this will get fitted into here.
Like a
All right.
compression fitting.
Right, and it'll turn into a flare fitting, because what this will do is it'll actually flare this out.
Okay.
And so when you tighten this up, you're going to go as tight as this thing will go. So bottom out on this. So just
no
keep
threads.
going until no threads. Just bottom it right out. Okay. Now one of the other critical parts of these, yep, thank you for your hand there, is making sure that you've got a good cut wherever you put these.
Straight as we
So
can.
we've, yeah, it's got to be. Let's put this back together. So we're going to cut right inside one of those corrugations, and you want it to be as smooth on the inside as possible. This actually isn't too bad.
This isn't a spiral, it's just straight rings.
It's straight rings,
Okay.
right? This isn't too bad, but if you look at it, it could be a little bit cleaner. You want a little bit cleaner hole around there. No burrs.
File it? No?
No, don't file it. You just want it uniform and straight. This would probably work, but you know, we're going to need to cut it to a right length. I like these type of cutters because of the 4 rollers that are in them. It sort of evenly divides the pressure up, so you may want to get one of these just for cutting this stuff. And it's nice for cutting regular copper pipe. This is very thin, so you barely put enough pressure on it.
Be gentle.
So what ends up happening is you'll
You don't
spin
crush
around.
it.
You're not gonna spiral it, so you can go one direction. So I barely put any pressure on. You just keep spinning it. A little bit of a turn. What's gonna happen is part of it's gonna partially break through. So then you got one of these deals.
Yeah, that's what happened to me.
Right. So at this point, most of the time, if you just take this and just don't bend it a lot, but just sort of weaken the metal by jiggling it this direction, you'll get a clean cut.
It seems like sort of
There you go.
tempered.
That's
so
nice, yeah.
The flaring, wouldn't it rip it? Wouldn't it?
What, flare?
If it's that brittle, tempered, wouldn't it? When you flare it, won't it fracture?
What it does is it flares it out and then crushes
Yeah,
it.
it won't fracture.
It won't fracture
Make a
it.
seal after.
So that's kind of what you're after.
How critical is the grease that's on the?
That's nothing.
Okay, because when we torch it, we.
Yeah, the grease is really nothing.
Okay.
It's just.
Yeah, that looks good.
All right. So that's the deal with those. So you got 4 of these you'll end up doing. You got 2 here and you got 2 up on the roof. So.
No, not quite. Let me see that ratchet. So we want to move that down so it's between the tubes. All right, well, we'll move it down a little bit because it is close to the bottom of that tube. Yeah. Okay, we gotta move it down your way a little more. Right there. We keep it there. And we just snug this one up a little. Here you go, Mike. Or Jason. Now, before you tighten the wall up, let me just check and make sure that none of those other ones line up with the tubes. We have still tighten the other side. Yeah, the back side still needs to be tight. Yeah. See, this one here lines up almost dead center with the tube. Is that going to affect the tube? Yes, that might. Not so much that, but see where you have the bolt? That might.
The other one probably
We'll have
won't.
to turn this around.
So we could turn that one around, but don't tighten it, because we're gonna move it again.
We're gonna need to anyways, because the lock washer's on the wrong side.
Okay?
So, give me the wrench, and I'll loosen this up and turn it
Who's
around.
got the ratchet? That one's easier. And we're gonna move up about a half inch. That will give us a little bit of clearance.
Shit. They had the lock washer in the middle, are you kidding me?
Wave. Hi. Hi.
What are you laughing about? What are you talking about?
Hi. It's Auntie Kimbo. Woohoo. Hi. She's adorable.
Let me get extinguisher ready.
By the way, he may be joking, but I'm not.
If you get a glass of water, me too.
Watch the flame on that tank. The tank's covering his
What's
plastic.
that? Can't hear you.
Flame on the tank.
We're good. Right in the elbow, that's why.
Get that blue flame right up there.
This whole house is on the elbow.
Yeah, it's nothing up. That's good.
The elbow isn't fitting, right? So it's only fitting.
Everyone's got tank envy. He's the only one who has the
Double tank.
double tank. He ordered it when he got his California.
Yeah. That's a pricey tank.
T1, correct?
Yes.
It's not going any higher than 28 pounds.
So how many pounds are you supposed to put in it?
40. Okay, it's moving now.
What are you saying?
40 pounds.
Well, that's because the compressor pound is down, you know.
Yeah.
It'll take a while. You might just want to disconnect that and let the compressor shut off, and then
Once
you
you
can...
get it up, you're going to want to shut the compressor off so you can hear leaks.
Okay. I think I hear...
You don't know if one tube doesn't work or not. Not even when it's up there, you can't tell.
Oh, wow, okay.
You just do what the manufacturer
Yeah.
says, it's not a big deal. So this one's ready to go.
So pull it out, wrap the
You're
stuff
gonna need
around.
gloves and
You want
goggles.
this like this?
Do I need goggles?
Everybody.
Everyone handling glass.
Front of my truck here.
Should we have two boxes?
Two people will go each, yeah.
Yeah.
Part of it's gonna be stolen.
Oh, they want, you got two movers.
I'll go wherever.
So somebody has to turn around and shake them and then they have to do.
Painted the barn about 5 times.
30, 40 feet in the air.
It's all shaking, right? However, I've also worked on this roof. And this roof is miserable. Especially when it was bad. I wanted to come in for this. Put this in your belt. Okay, Peter.
All right, hang on, I'll wait till he gets up there.
You just have to be on the first run, really.
Here it is, the first one, guys. Hip, hip, BAREI!
Hip hip hooray!
I'm here.
Yep. I'm good, yep.
Actually, you guys could probably sit down on that ladder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sit down.
You wanna sit down?
Comfortable.
Get comfortable, there you go.
Now, you probably want to go a little bit higher though.
I will. Yep.
Got enough goop on this one?
Yeah.
In the right spot?
Good.
Yeah, you can probably put a little more.
Probably put a little more.
All right.
Yeah.
What's the goop
Usually
for?
on the shoulder, it's
Yeah.
thermal
Needs
paste,
a little
supposedly
more
helps
to
the
do.
hand, and it helps good thermal conduction.
You doing okay?
Careful, Chip.
Yeah, you spray the top of the glass tube.
Give it a try without it first.
Well, I can feel the water in it,
Well, good.
or something.
Well, maybe the spring.
Chip, don't play with it.
They said to try it
I thought
right
they
now
wanted to
without
put
it.
more goop on this one. Didn't you want to put more goop on this one, or is it okay?
It's probably all right.
Okay,
Okay.
I got it.
I got it. Setting it up.
All right.
2 down. 28 to go.
You making hot water tonight?
Take your time, holding.
Holding.
Not so bad.
Okay, you can get it up to me if you want. Oh, nice job with the gooping.
I told people down there too, and nobody saw. So maybe they're inside the house.
Where's the goop? On this right here. Okay.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, I see it. I heard about goop. I just didn't know.
I don't think we have enough goop. I don't know. I don't know. We got 2 tubes. 2 tubes for 32.
On my hat.
You cold?
Only my head.
Oh, you want your hat?
Yeah.
Come here. Would you get a hat for Dave?
Let's see. Hey, Leon, can you just shout inside Sandy?
Well,
Yeah.
Well,
I have hats in the house. That's fine. This is my stocking cap. It's right there. See, some of you guys have this naturally. I've lost it. I have to replace it artificially.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I ain't that far from this.
Yeah.
Do that again, Peter.
You think? Timing is everything.
It's a pretty day. I spent it downstairs. I didn't know. It's a nice day out here. Yeah, it's a nice day out here.
I brought my insulated coveralls in case it got cold, and it didn't even get cold.
No, this is good. Look at that.
Come on, Ed, speed it up.
Oh, there's a hose. Okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna use that one to bleed.
Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty.
We're gonna need a little funnel.
Shake your booty.
Hey, Chet, we got a little funnel.
Hey, Roland, can you get a bottle of soapy water?
A bottle?
You have to give me a minute, Ro, but I think I might.
Okay, a bottle of soapy water.
Spray bottle, so we can spray the top of the
What's that?
the glass.
A spray bottle. Do we have a spray bottle?
Gee, boy, you guys are asking for a lot. This is the part you say where the tubes are tied up.
Now we have a third punster.
What? Hey, Alex, can you give me a stocking cap?
Oh, you got a little paper blockage here.
Yeah, come on.
That's all she can find. Hang on, we got a tube.
No.
She's still looking, but she says, give him this.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on.
There are worse things than being cold.
Hey, Leon, if you go in my truck, open the door.
No,
there's a stocking
Alex is
cap
getting
there.
me a cap. He knows where they are. Because he stole 2 of
My
mine.
wife says she's gonna find one in a minute.
Well, there's one right inside the door.
I'll go with this. Wait a minute.
Yeah. Unless somebody moved it, it's a black stocking cap.
We got the system figured out now, so it'll be much
Cool.
I heard it go in. I heard that settle right in there.
Yeah. Hey, that's what we want.
Got the patented Ed Solar double 90-degree relief tubing on the top there. Look at that.
That's not my idea. I have to give that one to Jason.
Okay.
There's double 90 up there on the top. Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go.
I need to get down. So.
Spray.
Okay, hang on.
Yeah,
We're gonna have to hang on for a minute anyway. So.
yeah. I gotta run down for a minute and get my.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Look for a funnel.
Well, that's right. Oh.
Which
They
side
want
you
to start.
it on?
They want to start filling down there, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Alex
I
can
want them
jump
to start
in.
filling.
Hey, it's getting down. Let's watch. Ah, let me see where you find a funnel.
Now, what can I do with this to get fired?
Yeah, let's see. What do we got now? Arsenal. Funnel, huh?
Is it snow?
We might have to move this ladder so they can move that one.
Yep.
Have to be careful taking the ladders off, we don't break all the tubes. Okay. The last thing we're gonna do, we're gonna hand up Kimbria's camera so they can take a picture up there, right?
Put more on it.
I don't want to be the one to break one. Well, me neither. Yeah, as long as we all feel the same way, we're making money. You're gonna be making money tomorrow morning here. We're taking a solar power. Yep.
Is that yours?
The lid?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I'll give it to whoever wants it.
Who would have thought? They're getting warm. I don't know, are they getting warm? Really? Is the first one getting warm?
Not sure.
I can see heat on them. Yeah, and I believe that. Mark and I have been playing down there all morning and all half the afternoon. You missed all the fun out here. Yeah. But we managed to have some interesting times down there. I'll take one. We had a good time down in the basement. I'm glad you weren't recording some of the stuff that went on down in the basement, some of the stuff we said.
Who says I wasn't?
What?
Did anybody find Ed's gloves down there?
Yeah.
They're work gloves. Purple stuff on them.
What's he gonna do with work gloves? Why, did he nuclear gloves?
So he can.
Yeah, they're sticky.
in a minute.
I'm not having much
I
fun.
got, hey Leon, in my truck, anybody see any of the gloves with some purple adhesive?
Sticky stuff.
I'll give them a good pair
I
of
think
gloves.
I saw a pair. I'll look in a minute. I did see some gloves in here.
Okay. Well, I had a pair in the basement that were work gloves. They're not Ed's.
I did see some. I'll go get them.
In the front of my truck, there's a pair of yellow gloves. All right, yeah, 'cause I want to make sure, I want to make sure Ed can have a good grip on this. Yeah. I've got a pair that they got little dots on them. Yeah, that's what he needs.
He needs a lot of things, but right
Oh,
now.
yeah. I don't want to say anything now while he's a third of the way through my roof. He's holding the tube. Yeah.
Before you grab the next tube. Need more foots? Oh no, you got a bucket. Want to get rid of that oddball one. Want to grab the next tube? When you grab the next tube, take me and tie the end down. You're not even tied in. I'm on the ladder. You're on the ladder. As far as I'm concerned, that's all right.
Hey Jason, what number are we on?
6!
Yeah, don't tell me that.
8.
Keep going.
Can't count any higher than that.
Oh, okay.
He's got his gloves on. He can't count higher than that.
Okay, yeah, keep going.
Well, we can go as 4. He's got mittens on.
3, 4. Okay. Yep.
Are they going in decent with this new spray?
You're not spraying all the way around on that tube.
You want me to spray them better?
You got to spray all the way around on it, not just one side.
What do you mean all the way around?
You spray just one side, has to go all the way around.
With the water, you mean?
Yeah. Because it has to go through a rubber valve.
Oh. Okay.
One more. We only got 2 more left, so it doesn't matter. 2 more left.
2 more left now.
That's why it's going in dry. Yeah. Don't matter. One more. Two of them. This is the best part. Got it? Yep. And the reason it's the best part because it's damn near time to go home. Yep. Sun's going down. That's the time to do it. This part is nice.
Hip hip hooray!
Got the last one?
Yep.
You got two more?
Okay, give us a cheer, boys. Jason, Ed.
One thing to do with the thermostat, and one thing, and that's it, we're done.
The soldering?
Huh?
The soldering, you mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Ed? Are you
But
sure
the
it's gonna hold
electric
you up? Where is it?
Right here.
No, where is
What
the
about these
soldering?
ropes?
Inside or out in the garage?
We got the solder?
Oh, they're good to go.
No, we're soldering right here.
Where is the splice?
Right up here.
So it's outside?
Right. Yeah.
Okay, well, we weren't sure where it was gonna end up.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what I'm
not,
asking.
it would have ended up right in the tube, but we're gonna cut it back, so it's gonna be up about a foot.
All right, you got it here?
You don't have any heat shrink tubing, huh?
I don't.
I got some at the house.
My back needs a
I don't. You want me to put the heat on in the truck?
Heat shrink tubing, it brings them up, when we splice this, we should heat shrink it. Rather than just electrical.
What heat shrink you should do before you put it together. So you can slide it down over and then heat shrink it. All right, I can take these off because I don't need them anymore.
Good job.
They look like
Well
monkey
done.
bars.
Very done. Well done.
Most people come down.
Very nice.
No.
So the goop containers, the goop was coming out of both ends of the tube. So,
Right, yeah,
so
unhook
it's
that.
really messy.
Get that off, let's do it together, and then
So don't just grab it because it's everywhere.
I'm gonna wear it.
Yeah,
It's
you
pretty
are.
much cleanup time, so whatever's yours, just load up the vehicle.
I'm waiting for my racket.
To come out.
Yeah, okay.
No.
What about the wrench in your pocket? Is that yours or somebody else's? If it's somebody else's, give it back to them.
Yeah, I will.
Habitat for Humanity, that's their next project in Conway.
You get the other screw for that one? Okay. Because there's one on the side there without a screw, I think I can leave it out of the box. Got a lot more to fix.
Jesus, why is that? Oh, what's the sinking heat into the wood, into the...
back out. Oh. Well, I was hoping the rack would be placed while is the top one on the other side all done?
The top one's gone.
Okay.